Hello everyone. Today we'll study about soil. Soil is the topmost layer of the earth. It is formed by the process weathering. What is weathering? The process of breaking down of big rocks to form powder-like structure, which is known as soil, is called weathering. It is continuously being formed due to weathering. However, the process is very slow. Soil profile, the different layers of the soil are, first of all, bottom one layer, that is bedrock, which is formed by large pieces of rocks deep inside the earth. Soil formation begin from this layer. Second is bedrock. It slowly changes into subsoil. This layer is made up of smaller pieces of the rocks, and the topmost layer of the soil is topsoil. It consists of fine particles of sand, clay, and humus. It consists of dead and decaying plant and animal matter, which increase the fertility of the soil. It is very important. It is present in top layer of the soil. Now soil composition, as you can see, 25% of air, 25% water, 10% organism, roots, humus. Now soil composition. Soil composition, I said 10% organism, that is the living creatures such as beetles, bugs, earthworms, etc. They all live. It is home for them. It is very important. Soil is very important natural source, and it is the topmost layer of the earth's crust. Soil is the major source of nutrition of plants and many other animals. In the soil, it also consists of microorganisms like bacteria, different insects like ants, and small animals like rats. Rainwater absorbed by soil is filtered by it and stored as groundwater. Soil also consists of other particles which are clay, pebbles, sand, slate, minerals, and dead and decaying plant and animal matter, which increase the fertility of the soil as it gives the nutrient to the soil. After this, next is, it also consists of air and water, as I told you. Now the topmost layer of the earth is known as the soil. The uppermost layer is very fertile as it contains the dead plants, animals, microorganisms, insects. They all live in this layer. Plants derive their nutrition from the topsoil. Now soil erosion. Soil erosion is simply the soil erosion takes place when loosened soil is carried away to farther places through the action of wind and water. Or the removal of top layer of the soil is by the action of wind and water is only known as soil erosion. Now different reasons behind it are deforestation, overgrazing. These are the just few reasons which are responsible for it. Now let's study about them one by one. Deforestation is simply cutting down of trees on large number. Human activities like deforestation, plowing of hills, slopes, overgrazing, these are responsible for soil erosion. Roots of the trees, they hold the soil particles together, but nowadays for township, road, for the construction of buildings, we are cutting down the trees, forest on large scale. This is only known as deforestation. The roots of plants hold and bind the topsoil together. But if there is no plant, nothing will be there to hold the soil particles. So the top layer of the soil, it can easily bounce and wash away with the wind and water. This is only known as soil erosion. This loose soil gets blown and washed away by wind and water. Now second reason is overgrazing. Overgrazing is when farmers allow their cattle to graze for prolonged periods on a patch of land. The soil becomes loose as animals will eat everything, so there will be nothing to hold the soil particles. So overgrazing by cattle also led to, it also increases the soil erosion. Now soil conservation. The process of soil formation takes millions of years, so we should protect the soil from being eroded away. The protection of soil against soil erosion is only known as soil conservation. First is, so there are different methods which we can use for this. First one is Afforestation, that is planting of trees in a large number, that is only known as afforestation. Afforestation, it helps in preventing the soil erosion. When a tree is planted, its roots hold the topsoil together. After harvesting or before sowing the next crop, farmers lay bare. At this time, wind and water severely erode the soil. So to prevent this, farmer grow cover crops, which is also important. Next is terrace farming. In many hilly areas, regions, farming is done on the hills or on the slopes. We call it terrace farming. It is the run of water eroded the soil on the slopes, making it unfit for use. So, to reduce such erosion, the hills are cut into many small flat parts for the agriculture. Okay, so the outer edge is of every terrace, low mud or stone wall is built. This is known as bund to reduce the loss of this soil. The terrace reduce the force of flowing water, and the bunds collect the eroded soil together. So this is very good way. After this, next we can use method, that is embankment or building bunds. Many a time river water, it enters the nearby land or fields and causing flood. So what can we do? We can bind this water by making bunds or embankments. Bunds are low mud or stone boundaries which are built along the streams and small rivers, so that are close to the residential area, to hold the water, so that this water will not come into the residential area and it will not cause soil erosion. So these methods we can use. Then strong winds, rapidly they are flowing and water cause great loss of the fertile soil. Topmost layer is the fertile one, and this is only blown away. So next one is trees and shrubs are planted along the edges. Shelter belts, they help in preventing the soil erosion, as they also divide the land into some part. Just after a crop is harvested and before the next crop is sown, then at this time it is more, so at that time possibility of the soil erosion by wind and water is more, as there is no crop to hold the water, to hold the soil particles. So a cover crop is a crop which is planted to prevent the soil erosion and maintain the soil conservation. Grass is generally grown as a cover of crop so that the soil is held together until the next crop is grown. So this was all about soil conservation. Soil. Thank you everyone.